Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
Today we're watching season 4, episode 15 of Haikyu called Found. Last episode is going down in the record books as one of Adam's all-time favorites.
True story. I loved the attention to detail. I loved just how accurate it was and how intense it was, and the back and forth between the different factions, and just the way they framed the whole thing was incredible. Incredible. Hinata
remembered to hit was also a great decoy because he always thinks he's getting the ball.
And easily manipulated on the serve. He loves the drums.
He was very happy about the drums.
Oh.
Karasuno identified Atsumu's step pattern for his serve, but he's still bringing the heat no matter what.
I mean, it's one thing to know, and then it's another thing to be able to execute. But at least they got a step in the right direction.
Osamu and Atsumu ran the freak attack out of nowhere. Nobody expected it. So there's a lot that Karasuno is going to have to be ready for. And Arizaki's very good.
I think Tsukishima is going to have to make his mark on this match from a blocking standpoint in order for them to turn a few points. Like, they're already behind 3 or 4, if I remember correctly. And really, either him or Noya are kind of they're not wild cards on defense, but they're their keys to getting runs of points. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to see if we see them make some adjustments or make some plays, because Karasuno is going to need to get a couple from the service line.
Let's see what happens. Saiko's in the stand to balance out the cheer squad, so we are covered from that aspect. We just need to get into more of a rhythm, which last episode was called, and kind of like get the feel of the game down, so then we can actually start going after it. But here we go. Let's get started. Haikyu season 4 episode 15 is coming right now. He's like, I've seen this before.
Mm-hmm. The impressive thing is that they're good enough to do that without practicing it. He kind of reminded me of one of the demons.
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking that.
He's definitely the youngest twin. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that dynamic between them.
Oh my gosh, I would be Osamu 100%.
100%.
Atsumu types drive me insane. It's like, you're literally eating this, I'm watching you eating it, and you're gonna try to tell me you're not? Like, I've actually had to deal with people like that, and it makes me insane.
I don't trust him. He steals my stuff. He eats my food.
He lies.
But at the end of the day, I know he's gonna set me. So I don't care. At least when we're on the court.
You know what voice, the demon voice? It reminded me of the brother in season 3.
Yes. That's exactly who I was envisioning.
Is it the same voice actor? Demon Slayer, what is his name? It started with a G.
Baggy pants, right? Like
MC Hammer Pants, really ugly, with
yeah.
Daki's brother.
Yeah.
Is he the same voice actor as Atsumu?
Because it sounds, I was having flashbacks listening to that.
Yes.
Dead ringer.
Moving on.
Man, that serves moving.
Oh. The game is just moving so fast, they're not used to it. You know the team's good if the saxophone comes out.
Oh, they're closer than I thought they were.
Yeah, way closer. Wow, nice.
Ooh, good touch.
レシーブが乱れた時ほど速攻をねじ込んでくる。そして俺らの速攻を見せられた直後ならここで使うのは翔陽君や。
Triple block on that.
It's interesting that that's become the main attack.
日向影山ステイ熱くなっちゃダメ。
俺は普通ですから。
あ、そう？
Cool, cool, cool.
あの10番小さいのにすごい得点力ですけ
But
ど
he struggles on the block.
唯一無二のような攻撃をあっさり使われるのはへこむでしょうね。
そうかな。彼は今まで影山頭はあまり評価されてこなかったと思うんだよね。そんでこの先影山ってセッターとだけやっていくわけじゃない。あの速攻に関して言えば日向翔陽にとって厚むは自分にボールを届けてくれるセッターが他にもいるという証明。唯一無二じゃないってことは彼には吉報なんじゃないかな。それにあれはへこむじゃないよね。
Confused.
Oh, baby.
Nice dig.
規則的な不規則やで。翔陽君。
Tip. Fingers. Umbrella.
Whoa. Touch, yes.
Oh, nice.
高麗君今のは。
あいつ見えてくる。
What was that, coach?
俺は普通ですけど。
あれは強がりでも何でもなく、
It's true.
自分はただ最善と思うトスを上げるだけ。その先の全てまで自分の手の中にあるわけじゃないって意味。前の影山なら全部自分で何とかしようとしてたかもしれないのね。
I think that's a really interesting point that he's making. A, in terms of Kageyama's growth, but also about his decision making. Like, he is kind of flipping from the team didn't score, I need to do something else too. I made the right decision. I set the right ball. It's going to work out, sometimes it's not. So I think that's huge acknowledgement and really big growth, especially in this match.
What do you think about what the national team coach said about Hinata?
Yeah. I think it's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
I think that there is some validity to it, solely because even on this team and because of their dynamic, like Kageyama has repeatedly told Hinata that he's only good because Kageyama can set him. And I mean, that is kind of true. It takes a high level of skill to be able to run the plays that allows him to be successful. So I do think there is a little piece of Hinata, and probably not now in the match, but maybe looking back on it, that's like, oh, maybe I don't need Kageyama. And they're connected, they're tied. But I think knowing that you might have success outside of that with somebody else is probably a pretty good feeling. Your thoughts?
No, I just think it's interesting. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think that somebody who just watched them play would like come to that conclusion. Like, it just seemed interesting.
Maybe him and Kageyama chatted at the national team camp.
I doubt that. Go.
Got him.
Woo. Great move. Somebody else is paying attention at Sumu.
変人速攻の最大の敵はブロッカーの慣れ。そんでもし変人速攻キラーがいるとするなら、それは散々日向を止めた縦高の青根か。
That's a nice group to be compared to for Tsukushima.
慣れていて、そんでおそらく変人速攻が大嫌いな。
He's like, you guys, I train against this.
これ止めてみたかったんですよね。
Oh, I love that.
Great touch. He's finding his rhythm.
初めて聞いたけど結構粒揃いだよな。あの速攻やべえし、侍強えし、リベロうめえし。
Don't sleep on Tsukushima.
あの坊主の5番は
Team ball.
なんだそれ。
Also, Tanaka is better than you give him credit for, okay?
Yeah. I love the shark.
I mean, he
teeth.
is energetic. I'm actually upset that they're making fun of him.
Whatever you need to do to play well.
頼もしいじゃねえか、月島おい。
さっきのは分かりやすかったから止められましたけど、あの速攻の厄介さは変わらないですよ。
そうっすね。
日向、
はい。
双子の片方お前に任すぞ。お前に犬岡をやってもらおうと思う。
Wow.
I'm a charge!
どいつもこいつも強烈なサーブ打ちやがって。ツッキーが飛ぶ気だ。ここまで来い。買うな。
Tip.
これ絶対白と伊沢の時より高いじゃん。
Not a tip. OT!
He's like, go and get it, Suki. Suki's like, I hate you.
今のは高かったですね。なんだあいつら、ハイタッチとかしろよ。月島はうまくいってるけど認めるのは桜が。影山はガン飛ばされたからとりあえず返してる顔。変の下なんだよ。
ユース合宿からそんな時間経ってへんやん。
Yeah, I bet you wish you didn't say that to him, huh?
さあ、勝負だぞ。
Oh gosh.
I love
Mr.
it.
Goody Two Shoes no more, okay?
And you know what? You don't have to be best friends to play on the court at the same time. And they both know what their job is, and they're gonna do it, and they're gonna glare at each other while they do.
Tsukushima's like, I hate you for making me go get this ball. But I'm gonna ram it down their throats and hit over the block, so I look amazing. Thank you so much.
But there are dynamics like that. I mean, and I will tell you as a middle, and when I was in high school, like sometimes I hated my setter. I was like, I'm here, set me the ball. I'm busting my butt to get there and to be open. Set me. And he'd be like, we're scoring, I don't care. And you know what? Sometimes there's a little friction, but I like that. And it's a great play, and he can't be touched. They need to run him more often.
Have you ever had teammates that you just have the Kageyama Tsukushima relationship with?
Yeah. Yeah. I had we were on the same team, but we were just fundamentally different in most ways. But when you step on the court, it doesn't it doesn't matter. You're there to play. That's the only thing that matters. You don't have to talk. You don't have to be friends. You just have to play. So, what about you?
Of course. For girls though, it's different. That's not always okay. Like if girls know that like you don't like them or that it's like you're not friends. Like a lot of girls have trouble playing with you if that knowledge is there. So girls have to pretend to like each other more than boys do, I would say. I have the same attitude as you though. I'm like, I don't need to like you. Like we're here to play and win. Like who cares? But sometimes you have to pretend.
Fair.
Kinoshita is looking unwell.
I'm a little surprised they're putting him in.
Well, they have two middles that they want to play. He's going in for Tsukushima.
Yeah.
The fox babies.
We're the little fluffers.
これなんかやったってなれる気がしない。しかも相手はテレビとか雑誌で見たことのある連中だよ。
Not your best thought.
おい、木下久志16歳。今の稲荷崎のレシーバーは銀島仁17歳、宮治16歳、赤木道成18歳だ。以上。
相手は大学生でも社会人でも
Ukai.
宇宙人でもない。
That
He knows his players.
emotional intelligence, baby.
Ooh, that's a dancer.
Wow, amazing. You got an arm on that.
Seriously.
双子の片方、お前に任す。お前に犬岡をやってもらおうと思う。日向が宮治をぴったりマーク。代わりにレフトセンターからの攻撃には日向以外の2人で必ず2枚つく。しゃあ助走ありのブロックなら日向の到達点はチームトップクラスだし、反応も速い。ちゃんと張り合える。
ちょっと賢い動物ならできそうな役だね。
大役を任された僕に嫉妬かな、月島くん。
そうだね。
月島ツッコミめんどくさがんない。いける。日向が宮治にコミット。
Drop your hand. Oh my gosh.
And I hit the ground. Whoa.
And there's nothing worse than getting blocked by somebody significantly shorter than you.
Yeah.
Just honestly.
Yeah.
まぐれだろ。おめえが一番びっくりしてんじゃん。
And the thing is, he's never wrong.
But it's kind of a compliment. You're
Yeah.
more surprised than anybody else.
コミット、びっくりしたな。
したな。やりましたね、日向くん。
Not gonna work again.
今のは奇襲みたいなもん。こっから。
You had one bullet in the chamber on that one.
やられっぱなしで済ませない。あえての2連続でしょうね、あつむくん。ナイスだナイスだ。セッターにアンダー使わせることもできなかったっす。もっと際どいとこ狙えたはず。
Okay, now you're determined. I love that.
チャンスボール。
Nice dig.
ボールはネットの直上。
Go.
Touch a second.
Go.
大学生でも社会人でも宇宙人でもない。けど分かってる。同じ高校生じゃない。俺なんかに努力して経験も積んでる高校生だ。チャンスは等しくない。でもある。うちの変人1年にならもっとあるぞ。
ほんまえらいバネやな。
Oof.
んで、
Hit the weights, Hinata.
ネット際の攻防は稲荷崎が押し切った。
Oof.
あれ、思ってたより手応えないんやな。
Oh.
仕方ないじゃん。経験値が違うんだし。まあ今の試合はたまたまだけど、 1対1でブロック抜かれ続けるのはストレスだろうね。1本目ラッキーで止めたからなおさら。
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing in his position.
Oh yeah. Osamu?
Yeah.
Stare him down?
You push somebody over, you just kind of stare and look at them, and it's just...
It's like you're beneath me.
We both...
Literally.
We both know. Quick story time.
Ooh!
I played a CBVA with a friend.
What's a CBVA?
Beach volleyball tournament. And I haven't played in a long time. This was probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
So he still hasn't played for a long time.
Yeah. But I don't play that much, and I was just playing with a buddy, and we made it to the quarterfinals, and we were playing against these two kids who were in college, and they were legit good. 6'7", 6'8" left sides for a reputable program, and they were warming up and they were screwing around, and they had some of their female friends with them. And I was watching them warm up. I was exhausted already at this point because we had played like 3 matches.
3 matches, wow.
And I went to the guy I was playing, it's like, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna dive angle on this first ball and I'm gonna get a block. And then I'm not gonna touch the ball again after this. You watch. And sure enough, we served him short, 6'7" left side. I dove angle, I jumped as hard as I could, which isn't very high at this point in my life. I got a block straight down, and the other guy kind of looked at me, and he was like, huh, I wasn't expecting that. You could just tell like he was kind of caught off surprise, and then he OT'd me for the rest of the match and we got hammered. But it was just...
Did you stare him down?
No, I knew better than that.
I thought that was where that was going, you know?
No, I was thinking about Hinata's freak block. That's what it made me think of.
Oh, we're going back to Hinata's block. Okay.
You get it against somebody who's better than you because Hinata was lucky. I kind of had watched him play. And you're just like, now I'm out of my depth. You're just better than I am.
I thought it was going to be like, and he was on the ground and I stared him down.
No, he definitely didn't end up on the ground, and he was definitely much bigger and much better than I was. But that's what that made me think of.
Ooh, special play, lost in the crowd.
お前忘れてた。
最初は頭に入ってたけど、双子の速攻を見てからは俺の方が速いとかそんなことばっか考えてたとかかな。
Yes.
熱くなっちゃダメ。本日2回目。スパイクもブロックもな。
Cover.
Okay.
Did they get that? Snuck it through.
Yeah.
Nice.
サボってへんし。嘘つけ。とりあえず踊りに入りますみたいな入り方しよってバレバレや。うっさいわ。全部全力で飛んどったら最後まで持たんわ。打ったら決まるんやから決まれや。それともあのちっこいブロック怖いんか。怖いわけあるかい。マジっすか。
The sad truth is, I'm really not afraid of you.
ないのか。怖えブロックっつったらやっぱり。
Aoni? Yes.
青根さん。でも伊達公はだいたい2万以上でグワって。
You're not wrong.
1対1で一番嫌だったブロックは誰だ。
Yes.
誰だ。嫌なブロック。
Yes. Right there.
嫌な。誰だ。お。
サボンだ。わかっとる。
1対1で一番嫌だったブロック。
クロスには打たないでね。打てないよね。
Drop your hands.
Right to Noya!
ストレート。打たされた。10番が入ってこない。
紛れる。
シンクロ攻撃。
Or special play, lost in the crowd.
そうよ今の技とかうっすげえ嫌だったブロックス
Oh, interesting.
お大事にどうぞ。
Is that Matsukawa? From Seijo.
Yeah. Well, I thought for sure he was gonna land on Kuro or Tendo as the most annoying blockers to play against. And I think one-on-one to get a block, that probably would have been the guess, but for him in terms of taking court away and funneling them to somebody, that's a good choice. Not what I was thinking.
Way to filter through that memory bank.
Yeah. And Noya had to execute.
You saw Noya be like, okay, this is coming at me.
And the sky opens and I'm about to get lit up.
Yeah.
But he made the dig. But this is kind of what we talked about, right? Noya and Tsukishima were going to have to make some plays, and they've done that. And the thing I like about this team, though, is their service pressure is constant. Like, that is going to be something they have to keep dealing with.
Yeah.
今決めたのお前じゃねえだろもはや俺は攻撃だけの男ではな聞けよおい影山
Oh my gosh.
腹減ってくるな
Snack time.
予想以上にカラスのが前進して
Wow.
ますね戦いの構図は格上に挑む新参者だけどカラスのに対応しようとしているのは稲荷崎の方だ
They're forcing them into a different style.
向井先生のお孫さんも分かっている飛び道具を投げ続け
They
る
must
ことで均
irk him that he's always the grandson.
捕まったらたちまち押し切られるその飛び道具が出尽くしたところからが本当の勝負かもね
Yes.
Well, both teams will at some point, right?
Yeah.
飛び出してこんパターンもあるんかなそれともたまたまか
白鳥沢戦の最後、一回きり似たようなのがあったよな。
ああ、何べん言わすねん。10番にキー取られ始めたら向こうの思うツボやで。臨機応変に行くとこと、ぶらさずに行くとこ、区別しいや。リードブロックは後半にこそ効いてくんねんやから。
Could use an ace right now, Cogs.
I'm gonna bounce this off the ceiling.
3枚ブロックの上ですか浅井さんもああいうの打っていいんですよ
いや無理上は無理でしょう
I'm going through them. That's just weird to me.
There's no way I'd be able to do that.
切ってくれ切ってくれ
He hit in the throat?
Sounded like it.
精一杯ですねレフト浅井さんよそげ我ながらよそげな二段トスまぐれだ
Emergency set. Extra pullback. We've seen that before.
That'll score every time.
We'll take it.
You don't know
You
what's
did-
coming, they don't know what's coming.
You didn't know what you were doing, neither did they.
なんかすみません。
ここに来てまだ新しいこと試すのかカラスめ貴重な光栄のターン
Yamaguchi has to be coming in.
Sub.
How are they not bringing Yamaguchi
よ
in?
りサーブ気合入ってんな
しょんべんサーブなのにな気合入ってるのサーブよりレシーブの方じゃねえかあでも
Gosh.
サーブ山口
Okay.
Okay.
よし勝負してこい
10点取ってこいよなんで涙目なんだよ
Poor
い
thing.
けるぞ今なんていうかいける感じの空気だぞ
Suichi's got that feeling.
一つ一ついつも通り歩き方ボールの触り方
Trust your instincts.
狙いはエース理想は膝をつかせること
Mm-hmm.
椿原戦と同じリセットの視点あれウォームアップの時は見えてたのに
Find another reset.
他のものだっていいんだから
That ball looks massive. Deep breath. You can do it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Got him. No, that was integral. He's had a little more practice than you. Timeout.
Oh, dang.
A few waterworks from Sarah.
He was ready. He was ready to help him.
I love that they're bringing in people who are meaningful to the team, like from outside, that are helping them win. That's such a cool kind of symbolism in terms of, you know, he had his routine and he taught him, but he still needed a little extra help. Like he panicked in the moment and he was there.
He was there to help him.
Which is really cool. This show is so good.
Oh my gosh, it was such a little part, but I'm just like, ugh.
But it's his mentor, and his mentor is so dialed into what he needs, and he could probably tell he was freaking out and looked and knew right away what the problem was. Like, that's really cool. You're gonna make it?
Yeah. This show's so good.
It's so good.
That was another good episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the crazy thing to me is like, they've done such a good job with the anime, and everybody says the manga are better. Like that to me it's wild. So yeah, lots more Haikyu in the future.
So many little tidbits. Good volleyball, good adjustments. The different players are like finding their rhythm and their way to contribute in the way that they like have to.
Well, and I think it's interesting too, the dynamic between a powerhouse school who's number 2, right, and Karasuno. I would imagine that most of the top schools play somewhat similarly, right? You know, you look at Shiratorizawa, really good fundamentals. They're just bigger and stronger and faster than everybody else, which is what this team looks like, right?
But I feel like Shiratorizawa is more traditional than this team.
Fair. I mean, I think the only thing untraditional about them would be the twin brother combos. Like the other sets look, you know, relatively normal, consistent, maybe a little faster, but nothing crazy. And that's the thing about playing a Karasuno, is their style is just so different. Sometimes it takes a while to get adjusted to it or to figure it out. The same way you see Karasuno like struggle with the speed of the serves in terms of not even moving, teams struggle with more offense, things coming at you, movement. They're just not used to it. So it'll be interesting to see if they can figure it out.
Is it 23-22 and he's serving?
I believe that serve was at 23-22 for Karasuno.
Ugh. I love that both Kinoshita and Yamaguchi came in this set.
Yeah. Right points, end of the set, did a good job. We'll see what happens on this serve. I don't have a prediction. I don't know. I don't have a feel.
First time for everything.
I don't have a feel.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm going in blind to the next episode.
Wow. We don't have anything to try to see if Adam's right or wrong. Just enjoying the volleyball, enjoying the drama.
I'll sleep on it. Maybe I'll come up with something for the next one.
Oh, season 4.
Banger.
But we would love to know your thoughts, as I still have a little twinkle in my eye. I can feel it. So please be sure to let us know what you're thinking in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Haikyu coming next week. Bye.